What is up, guys? It is AJ from MMA Experts, and we are talking about the up-and-coming exhibition boxing match between Iron Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. This is my early prediction video and thoughts. I want to talk about my thoughts first. I think it's going to be an interesting bout. At the end of the day, it's not pro. They will be using bigger gloves. I believe 12-ounce gloves are being talked about. It's not a 12-round fight or a 10-round fight. It's going to be 8 rounds, which I like. I think less rounds is better for these older guys, both 50 plus, 54 for Mike and 51 for Roy Jones. You see the last fight for Roy Jones, 2018, so he's been a lot more active, obviously. Mike Tyson hasn't fought since 2005, so that's 15 years off versus 2. Now, he's had a lot of time without getting hit, which may be beneficial towards him, whereas Roy Jones was knocked out a few years ago in the first round by Enzo Marcelli. Mike Tyson, though, has not taken that damage. He did get TKO'd in his last fight, but I don't think he was really out from the punches. I think that he was just taking that fight, for the money, and he didn't really have it anymore, and he was like, all right, I'm finished. Then he stayed down. I feel like Roy Jones, yes, more active. This may actually hurt him because he's taking more damage, definitely in training, definitely in the fights. I think Mike Tyson looks reinvigorated with this long layoff. I think Mike Tyson goes out there and beats Roy Jones, to be 100% honest with you. I could see it before round 6. I honestly am going to pick round 4. The only thing that does throw it for me is these 12-ounce gloves they're talking about. If it was normal 10-ounce pro gloves, it'd be an easier pick. But because the 12, it may go a bit longer, especially if they're amateur-style gloves. We really don't know what they're going to be bringing, but I am excited to see what happens. Betting lines all over the place. One website has Mike Tyson the favorite. The other website has Roy Jones the favorite. Realistically, we're going to just see a fun fight between two legends of the boxing game, and it's going to sell a lot of pay-per-views, obviously, and I'm very excited to see it myself, more out of just curiosity to see Tyson back. I mean, I've seen Roy Jones fight fairly recently. He looks okay. He's still got his skills, but he's not the same guy he was, 10 plus years ago. Whereas Mike Tyson, obviously not either, but he's looking really good in training, and I'm just going to be curious to see what he can bring to the table in a legitimate boxing match versus somebody as high caliber as Roy Jones. I think he beats Roy Jones, though. I really do. I think it's a knockout victory. I'm going to pick round 4, but those those big gloves may throw it off, and he may end up going the distance or maybe a later stoppage than that. Really depends on how soft the gloves are. If they go with 16-ounce gloves, now this is a totally different fight. At that point, it's more of a sparring match, but if they're going to be using the 12-ounce gloves, at least it's a little bit more legit, close to pro level. I know Mike Tyson's trying to start a Legends League of sports, all legends, which is pretty cool. I think it's fun. It'd be fun to watch some legends of any sport come back and make a return and make a little money, as well as, get to play the sport they love once again, or for Mike Tyson fight again. It's going to be a good time. I think they hopefully are very safe with it. I don't think either one of them are too over the hill that they can't box. It's not like they look like they can't walk in a straight line. I think both can defend themselves. I think both could still box professionally. I know they're both in their 50s. Not saying they'd be world champions by any means, but I don't think a guy that's 5 and 15 is going to knock either one of them out at this point of their life, and that shows that they're at least halfway decent still to this day. I think Tyson looks more nasty, though. His movement looks better. I think Roy Jones has slowed a bit. He's a little bit stiffer than he once was, and I do believe that's going to get him knocked out here against Mike Tyson, especially if Tyson is really going for the kill, as I'm expecting him to. But all right, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one.